Control and coordination are essential life processes. They help living organisms respond to environmental changes. These responses aid survival, growth, and balance within the body, known as homeostasis. A stimulus triggers a response, and coordination unites body parts for a unified reaction. There are two main types of movement: growth-dependent and growth-independent. Control and coordination serve key purposes: detecting environmental changes, processing information, and executing coordinated responses for survival. In multicellular organisms, specialized tissues are required for these functions to work properly. The nervous system controls animals through electrical impulses. It has two main parts: the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system includes the brain and spinal cord. The peripheral nervous system has cranial and spinal nerves. Neurons transmit impulses. Each neuron has a dendrite, cell body, axon, myelin sheath, and axon terminals. The transmission process starts with receptors detecting a stimulus. This creates an electrical impulse that travels through the neuron. Neurotransmitters are released, and the signal continues to the next neuron. Reflex actions are automatic responses controlled by the spinal cord. The brain has three main regions: forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. The brain is protected by the skull and cerebrospinal fluid. The spinal cord is protected by the vertebral column. Nerve impulses cause muscles to contract, producing physical action. Plants respond to their environment through clever mechanisms. There are two main types of plant movements: turgor and tropic movements. Turgor movements are quick responses to changes in water content. The sensitive plant is an example, folding its leaves when touched. Tropic movements are slower, driven by differential growth. They include phototropism, geotropism, hydrotropism, and chemotropism. These movements help plants grow towards or away from stimuli, like light, gravity, water, and chemicals. Plant hormones like auxin control these movements, promoting cell growth and responding to environmental cues. Different hormones have different effects, such as promoting cell division or inhibiting growth. The endocrine system is a network of glands that release hormones into the bloodstream. It works slowly but has long-lasting effects. Hormones can reach any cell with the right receptors. The endocrine system is different from the nervous system, which uses electrical impulses for fast responses. Hormones are secreted into the blood, carried throughout the body, and trigger responses in cells with matching receptors. Feedback mechanisms regulate hormone levels. For example, when blood sugar rises, insulin is released to lower it, and then insulin secretion decreases. Major glands control essential functions such as growth, metabolism, and blood sugar. The pituitary gland, thyroid gland, pancreas, adrenal glands, testes, and ovaries all play important roles. Hormone deficiencies can cause disorders like goitre, dwarfism, and diabetes mellitus. Control and coordination are crucial for living things. In animals, two main systems handle this: the nervous system and the endocrine system. The nervous system includes the brain, spinal cord, and nerves. The endocrine system uses hormones to coordinate body functions. Plants also control and coordinate their activities using electrical chemical signals and plant hormones. Animals respond faster than plants. Animals rely on their nervous system while plants depend on their hormonal system. Animals move using muscle contraction, while plants move through changes in pressure or growth. A key difference is consciousness, present in animals but not in plants. These unique systems show how different organisms have evolved to control and coordinate their bodies and responses. A reflex arc is a neural pathway controlling reflex actions. It carries signals from a receptor to an effector. At the synapse, neurotransmitters pass signals across the gap. In plants, tropism is a growth response to an environmental stimulus. Auxin promotes cell elongation, enabling phototropism or growth toward light. Hormones are substances produced by endocrine glands, traveling through the bloodstream to target cells. Effectors, like muscles or glands, produce responses to stimuli. Homeostasis maintains a stable internal environment despite external changes. This is achieved through a feedback mechanism, creating a self-regulating cycle. Living organisms need control and coordination to function properly. This topic explores how animals and plants achieve this. You will learn about neurons and the nervous system in animals. This includes the structure of neurons and how they transmit nerve impulses. The difference between reflex and voluntary actions will be explained. The major parts of the human brain and their functions will be identified. In plants, you will discover how they respond to their environment without a nervous system. This includes tropic movements and the role of plant hormones. The chapter also covers the endocrine system and how it coordinates body functions differently than the nervous system. Additionally, you will learn about feedback mechanisms in hormone regulation, which maintain hormone levels through automatic monitoring and adjustment.